Hey there friends, Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. So I have a Stampin' Show and Tell for you today, and I'm going to be casing this sketch from the Freshly Made Sketches group, and the link to their blog will be below in the comments. So I decided I'm going to make a card with my Fresh as a Daisy DSP, which will be retiring at the end of April, and I'm pairing it with my copper clay. So here's the sketch that I'm starting with, and I'll take you through the process that I thought about and what I've done to prep a little bit. So I've got 11 by 4 1/4 piece of copper clay, and the first thing I did was score it at 5 1/2, and then I put a second score line at it 1.5 inches down from that center mark. And then I ran it through my embossing folder for time-worn type. So my base now has a section that is embossed here. Okay? So there's that. Then I have my DSP, and I decided this piece of DSP has really pretty copper clay, kind of a washed out pattern on the back. So I'm going to use a piece of this across the top here, which is why I didn't emboss it. And then I'm going to use the bright blue daisy print as my focal point on the front. So I went ahead and I cut my paper up. So what I have is I have one section that is 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. And then I have the section with the daisies. Okay, I went 3 inches wide, and I actually went 6 inches tall. Okay, but then I shortened it to 5 inches, and then I have this 1 inch piece left over, and that I'm going to use as my sentiment tag. So, all 3 pieces of the DSP came out of this one panel of cardstock, and that's really nice that the back coordinated with the front. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting this together. So I have my card base, like I said, it's scored in the middle at 5 1/2, and then scored again at 1 1/2 down so that I knew where to stop on my embossing. Next I'm going to put on this first panel of copper clay, and that's going to go across the top here. So just like this. So I'll put some adhesive on the back. And then we'll just put that in position. So just make sure it's lined up with your edges and the top crease. Okay? Alright, so there's that. Now I'm going to let this piece be my focal image down the front. Now the sketch, right, has this oval, right, or you could interpret it as the focal piece, but I'm going to let this whole panel of DSP be my focal piece. So I'm not doing another shape, I'm just going to stick with my rectangles. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use this small piece here, and I'm going to do some embossing. So I've got my Cheerful Daisies stamp set, and I'm going to use the Oops-a Daisy, So Sorry. And I'm going to stamp that with my Versamark, and then I'm going to heat set it with white emboss. So first we stamp. Then we're going to dust it. Shake off the extra, and then we're going to heat emboss this real quick. Now, if you don't want to burn your little fingers, you can use your bone folder to hold it in place. And just give me a second while I heat this up. Okay, so there's my embossed sentiment piece for the bottom. Alright, so this piece I'm going to put right here. Now, I could decide to put it up on dimensional, so which would just pop it up a little bit. If I did that, I think I would want to put a piece of cardstock behind it to strengthen it a little bit. So I'm not going to do that on the video, but that would be one way. If you wanted to pop it up on dimensionals, I would layer it on a piece of cardstock first. Give it a little more stability. Now, I'm just going to put this along the bottom. I'm going to put mine right at the bottom of my panel. If you wanted a little bit of that blue to show, you could move it up a little bit. That would be fine. So see, now I've got the top and the bottom both have that fun panel of DSP. I kind of want to put a little ribbon in there, so I'm going to pull my twine over, and I think I want to do it blue. So this is the In Color jute twine. I've not used mine nearly enough, so let's see. 1, 2, 4. I'm going to go 4. Now, it's very woven, so it kind of doesn't like to stretch out. So we're going to try to do some convincing here. Alright, so before I put this panel down, I'm going to put this on the back, bring it around. Now, I'm working upside down. Sometimes when I tie my bows, I work upside down. And to help me hold it, I'm going to go with the bow on that side. To help me put it in place, I'm going to bring in a glue dot. Just to help me step that first little knot down, which will help me hold it in place. So I'm going to put one glue dot there. I'm going to put 2 there because this jute's kind of thick. Alright, so I'm going to bring my 2 ends over here, knot them, and then stick them to my glue dots there, and then straighten that out. Okay, now let's see if I can get a little bow tie knot in here. You could always just go with a double knot with little flared ends, but I'm going to try to get a little bow. Let's see, my fingers don't get lost in the process. This one through, pull gently. There we go. Yay! Alright, so we've got a little cute bow there, and I'm just going to trim off my curly Q end. Okay, so I dressed it up just a little bit. So now I'm just going to put the adhesive on the back, and then we'll put that down on our card front, and we will be complete for this project. So remember, sketches are just that. They're a sketch, they're an idea to start from. You can make them your own, and if you're using DSP as your primary element, let those colors in your pattern paper dictate the colors in your project. Alright, so just press that down. So we've got some heat embossing, we've got some dry embossing, we've got some jute twine, we've got 2 panels of the DSP that coordinate, and it all started with a little bit of an idea from the freshly made sketches. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed, and do some fun stamping, and I'll stamp again with you real soon. Have a good day. Bye.